Let's go talk to Alex and see if he will actually give us the arming key. Wait, what the fuck? Is he like... He has a fucking weird hidden compartment.
I promised you my arming key. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars.
It's kind of like in Dead Space.
Is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the Nullwave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it.
A mind without limits.
And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
What? What the fuck? That's the fucking size of a truck thing they were talking about. Wait! What is it? It feared me. What is it? What is it? I scanned it. It doesn't tell you what it is. I have 1 health. I have 0 health. Last chance chipset activated. I just fucking died instantly. What the fuck happened? I scanned it and I died. Hey. What the hell? When you scan it, it basically attacks you. Right? It's draining me! Malta here. What the fuck happened? Take my psi energy. The arming key is over there. Alexis. So what am I doing? Get Alex's arming key. Fabricate the prototype Nullwave device. So I don't have any of the quests anymore. So you can't do any of the quests. Guy's just deposing here. Let's go, Alex.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought
Alex!
we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning
What's
the
going
house
on?
down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No
Stop!
matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism.
Oh,
We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. It will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Well, I mean, I brought you here. So you're still alive. Except, I'm not sure if there's like a... Oh, Dawn, what's this?
Okay. So my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null-wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talus 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So...
Wait, what?
Probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Dear future self, you found and listened to all the messages you left for yourself. Well, I only found one. So hold on. The actual... I left myself instruction to destroy the Talus 1 space station if the Typhon broke out. That's the current situation I find myself in, and I've already secured the arming keys. Now all I have to do is use both keys to prime the reactor for self-destruct in the power plant, then activate from the bridge. The arming keys can always be fabricated if they're lost. Save Alex. Use voice lock to shut safe room door. Alex lost consciousness after the Apex Typhon assaulted the station and cracked the Arboretum dome. If I want him to leave, I need to get him to the safety of his bunker before he runs out of air. So... But... Didn't I already do it? Or do I have to, like, go out and... Yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking that maybe you actually can save him somehow. I saved the guy. But the thing is, who is actually telling the truth? Like the what was he talking about, or she talking about, the scary chair on top of the tower? Can I actually scan this thing? Like scan the other points as well. But that's the thing that they were talking about, is the size of a truck. But I guess it grew even more. So okay, There's a couple of things I can do. I can either use Alex's escape pod. I think there's multiple endings here. And multiple choices. I can either use the escape pod. Alex's escape pod and escape the whole place. Leaving everyone to die, basically. Not destroying anything. There were like 3 scan points. But I can't find any more. What the hell? I didn't press anything. It's kinda strange. So anyway, either I escape, destroy the whole place in the reactor console, or I fabricate the prototype Nullwave device and go to the bridge and terminate, use the thing to actually deal with it. But, like, Morgan actually said that, first of all, Morgan actually said that the brother would rather destroy everything, blow everything up and then play someone else. So, that's kind of what what January is trying to do. Second of all, the thing that was actually the real, robot was October. Not December, not January. Which kinda makes me think that maybe you made different robots every time you were every time your mind was erased, starting probably from the October, then it's December, and all of them have different types of
More specimens required.
Apex 10 drill. I need only one more. I need 2 more. Error. Unable to connect to psychotronic database. No entries found. Please contact Dr. Hans Kelstrup, Director of Psychotronics. Morgan's notes. A tiny part of the Apex intent on devouring everything in its path. Attracted to movement. No way to permanently kill these. Use Nullwave or Q-beam to beat them back.
Scan complete. More specimens required. Research complete.
Well, I researched it, but it doesn't really give you anything. Yeah, it doesn't. That's something that you can identify, but it's nothing. Anyway, where's the quickest way to get to a fabricator? I'm going to make the fabricator. It's over there. Next to the greenhouse, right? Can you actually make waypoints? I've never even... No.
Coming through.
The Greenhouse is over here, right? That's the greenhouse, right? Yeah. So is it... Oh shit. Fucker is... So... I'm not sure if I hit it. Well, the military operator is attacking it, I guess. Wait! The fabricator isn't working. Yeah, the fabricator isn't working. Alex's arming key and Morgan's. So I have both of the keys, but I need to still create the... fabricate the fucking... Turn on power. To what? Whatever. Going. So I assume the only place where you can go to right now... That's the reactor console, so that's the way to the power plant. I don't think there's anything else. Fucker is following me. Well, we're fucking going to the bridge. We're heading to the bridge. I'm gonna destroy this. But like I said, okay, before I fucking forget everything, I'm going to explain my thoughts. Like, first of all, January, December and October. October was the first robot Morgan actually constructed. And her first idea was to actually like do the whole live calls. There's no live call here. Is someone calling me? This is glitching. First of all, October was supposed to be the first robot, and that was the first iteration of Morgan going into it. And she thought that maybe like creating the Nullwave device and actually like disabling the prototype Nullwave device and destroying the coral would be the best idea, because otherwise Alex would be the one to self-destruct the whole place, blow it up, and then just blame it on someone else. Okay? So the second iteration was December, which probably might have been, I don't know. However, December's directive is to help me escape Talos 1. It claims that before I lost my memory, I hit the key to Alex's private escape pod. So the second iteration probably might have been like Morgan was thinking of escaping here and leaving everyone behind, which is why it's like Escape Talos 1, and using the pod to actually escape. Okay? The third iteration was this. Access self-destruction, January. Which is like destroy everything. It can't escape, it can't like contaminate anything. If it gets to Earth, it destroys everything. Either Morgan actually had like a more of an perception of what it wants to do, how dangerous it actually is, and it can't be contained or controlled or destroyed, and that's the third variation, and that's why January is waiting for you. The other thing I was wondering, maybe there's all of those are like lies, and this is the only actual thing to create the prototype Nullwave device. That's what Morgan was actually really thinking about doing, and that's the only thing she was thinking about doing. So she wanted to fabricate the prototype Nullwave device and just destroy everything without destroying basically the research and every bit of people and humans in there. And Alex was the one who was or is controlling actually the January, and that's like the idea Alex wants. But why would he change his focus or idea at this moment? I don't know. So that kind of makes me think that there's 3 different variations for Morgan, just because of the thing that her mind changes all the time, because she was it varies, so she wasn't consistent on what she thought about doing, and that's what I think might be. That's like the thing why there's 3 options what to do. So I still don't know if this is this might be I have to see. I'm thinking about doing I'm kind of thinking about, since I'm not locked out of anything yet and I have a save here or close to it, I'm thinking about doing all of the endings and seeing what happens actually, if I can, because in this case I'm pretty sure this is the ultimate ending. You just destroy the Typhon, but stuff might still happen, not sure. And if you do the self-destruction sequence, you might be able to escape with Dahl, since you've done this optional quest, and that might tie up it with the perdition thing. Instead of if you didn't do this, you couldn't be able to escape, and you just kill everything, yourself included. So, and this is probably this is the easiest ending to do. You can just do it. I could have done this way earlier, unless there's something different going to happen when you try to do this. I mean, I'm not sure. So, I think I'm going to do this, because this feels like the canon ending, you know, the real ending, what's supposed to happen. And then I'll see if I can do the other other endings. It's kind of interesting that this isn't part of the main story quest. This is just an optional ending that you can do. But these are main story things. Well, anyway, let's get on with it. I kind of want to know what happens. What will actually happen? I assume, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there's a fabricator in the fridge, right?
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The Nullwave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
So is there like a time it takes for them to actually get there or something? Is there no fabricator here? There is no fabricator. Why the fuck am I here then?
Alert to security.
I mean, that Igwe is kind of a fucking super crazy idiot anyway. Camera array damage sectors, something. So I wouldn't really believe him. But the thing is... Let's just make sure it's not a mimic. You still can't do anything for that. So, I don't know. But I need the fucking key. I need to fucking head to the goddamn fabricator, and I have no idea where the fuck the fabricator is. Or a working fabricator. I guess in the lobby then. Since I can't use it in the other areas. Or the crew quarters actually.
Microgravity detected.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Again, I'm gonna head to the crew quarters. Actually, I can't head to the crew quarters. No, I can. It's on the opposite side. This is in the center. Can I get to the crew quarters? Or is it locked out? Yeah. It's blocked out. I can't get there. So I think I need to go to the lobby to fabricate. Shit. It's coming. Like, this is the way to the power plant as well, but... Where's the closest fabricator? If you can get to your room, then that's another place. And I still don't understand what that... what it was that she was saying in the recording about the... This looks great. What was she saying about in the recording about the thing being in the chair? Well, I know for a fact that there's a fabricator over here.
This is it. Either you destroy Talos 1, or that creature destroys us.
Or... or stuff. I don't really know. Like, I'm going to try them all out. But I'm going to do this because this feels kind of like the canon ending. Like destroying the... Prototype Nullwave Transmitter. Developed by Alex and Morgan U to hijack the neural signal being transmitted by the Typhoon Coral. Well, the thing is... according to that... Mind without limits, fabricated.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the Nullwave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
To go to the opposite side. So into the psychotronics. But anyway, like the... whole idea... out of the way, don't touch me. Don't touch me! It said that they together created the whole, like the Nullwave device, but in the Morgan audio log it said that Alex didn't want to develop it and Morgan actually developed it alone. So something makes me think that this is a lie as well. By the way, Alex was talking there. Alex was actually talking there, although he was unconscious. What if you don't save him? Ah. Oh. You know, I have 2000 ammunition, so... So, yeah. I don't know who to trust. I honestly feel like poltergeist. Actually, nah. I need to get upstairs. Yeah.
Hello. See you again, Dr. Yu.
A weaver as well. What? Banana. Where am I going? Further on. Over here. That's the heart of the coral. It's full of those fucking things. So I need to go to the opposite side. Just ignore those things. Too fucking annoying to kill. Ah! Is there a way to actually... Oh. Well. Okay. I guess this is it.
Microgravity detected.
Is there like something to scan? Do I just need to place the prototype Nullwave device? I need to place it. I can't even see the nests. They're over there. So let's see. Well, guess we're doing this. Wish me luck. Let us deploy.
Do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Wait! The Earth has had like a...
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
They're lying to you.
Assume
Who? What?
Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
Wait. That doesn't really make sense. Like, destroy everything, including yourself, just so you can, like, just so you can put your head into the, like, the bushes. That doesn't make sense. That honestly doesn't make sense. That honestly doesn't make any sense at all. Like, they're still going to be there, and what if they come? So you better learn about these things. If there are others like them, or even more dangerous ones. Like, what the hell? That's a poor logic. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, there are more enemies in here, so don't learn about them because they're dangerous. What? I don't really understand that reasoning. But I don't understand they're lying to you. What are they talking about? So back to the bridge. Bye. Bye. There were actually military operators there as well. So I assume in this ending... Well, let's see. I'm not going to say anything. But this is kinda interesting to see. I mean... Destroying every enemy without killing yourself sounds like a cool plan to me. Or hijacking. Basically, it's like hijacking their network. So you're basically forcing them to obey you. Or maybe not. Guess we'll see. Which way is the bridge? But this way. I think it's just right. No, that's crew quarters. I'm still so confused about the whole... Hey. I'm still really confused about the layout of the maps. But I guess we'll see. Apex Typhon tendrils are extremely lethal, disintegrating and leaching the psionic essence. Yeah. Well, considering that they insta-killed me basically in the beginning.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply... Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the Nullwave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you'll be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the Nullwave, you'll have to kill me.
Destroy January. So I need to destroy it.
Soon, the Apex Typhon will have invaded every quarter of Talos 1. Decide.
I decided. Cat! Suicide by proxy. You killed January. Well, too bad. Too bad for Alex. Hey Alex, you okay? Here, I'll help you. This is the second time I've carried you. Pretty strong carrying this kind of a big guy. Just put him on the chair. Ouch! Sorry, Alex. Well, okay. So I was kinda thinking that maybe if you throw the EMP, January won't die. But it's still so strange what the whole thing was. Anyway, let's get on with it. Nullwave Transmitter ready. Let us do it. Let us activate the prototype. We're hijacking basically the neural network. But I thought that it was supposed to like kill or destroy it.
What is the neuromod?
Destroyed it.
Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
This is kind of scary, actually, now that I think about it, like the whole it's immortality, playing God. And Alex was actually saying that the other one is playing God. That was the end. Beat the mind game? Now it's time to beat the mind game. Is it hinting about something? I don't know. That ending felt kinda... I don't know. That ending felt kinda strange. Like... it ended... It didn't really give any conclusion. Wait, what was that? Did I see something? Didn't someone see something in that coffee mug? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, there's... Is this like what happened? Is this supposed to like show what happened? Is that coffee cup a mimic also? There's a weaver. Yeah, it shows it creating the phantoms from the corpses. So I'm not really sure. Was this actually the bad ending? Oh, there's a nightmare over there. Just hanging around. Whee! Fucking clomping around. Yeah, Mind Game, composed by Rafael Colantino. So I don't understand. I thought that this might have been like the canon true ending. But it kind of feels like this was the bad ending. But I don't understand why are they showing this like... it's kind of like they're showing what happened during the invasion and that. But this didn't really give any like real conclusion. What the hell is this music? This kind of feels like it was a bad ending. I'm not sure. Oh, this is the song they were playing in the fucking bar or cafeteria. Future pop. Almost like K-pop or J-pop. But yeah, anyway, I feel like this was the bad ending because it didn't really give any conclusion, and then they were talking about being gods and about the neuromods doing like stuff. So I feel like this was the bad ending. Although it kind of was like, usually it feels like the good ending is the one where you don't kill everything and destroy everything. But in this case it kind of feels like it was. Not to mention, I don't understand that they are lying to you thing. I have to see what happens after these credits. I mean, I'm going to give my I'm going to do the other endings. I'm going to test them out, or like what happens if you use the escape pod, and what happens if you do the self-destruction, because I have a feeling that the self-destruction won't like make you die as well. You will be able to escape with the help of doll. But I guess we'll see. I'm going to do it in the next video anyway, stay tuned for that, like a bonus video for this. This is kind of like the playthrough is done. I've never done like multiple, I haven't played multiple ending games for YouTube before, so unless you count Resident Evil Revelations 2, but that's basically you have a bad ending or a good ending. So it's kind of different, it's a bit different because it's just based on a choice in the middle of the playthrough. So there's no way to optionally choose something in the end. But I'm going to do a not playthrough, but play the endings in a separate video, like a bonus video, and see what happens in that. But I'll talk more about the thoughts about the game and thoughts about everything after I see what they show, what the endings does and all that. But my preliminary thoughts are, this was actually a really good game, in my opinion. Super good. I enjoyed playing this. Honestly, I didn't feel... It's I've played this over 35 hours now. 35 parts, 36 if you count the bonus part that I'm going to do. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't feel... I wanted to play this. I didn't get a bird out. Not I don't want to play, or getting a little bit bored with some games. Control kind of started to be a little bit boring in the end. This is the second longest playthrough I've done to YouTube for at this moment. So what happens now? Huh? What's this?
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it.
Holy
Us
shit!
too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel.
Oh
There was
yeah,
no
the
other way to see
volunteer
it.
that I sacrificed it.
But
would you let it live?
yes,
Sarah, you're next.
the situation in the cargo bay was bad. None
It
of us
was a
would have survived
simulation?
without its help, and it destroyed
And-
a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
You were a
And you're-
Typhon all
do you say?
along?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed.
What?
Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the Nullwave device.
I didn't
Why?
run into
To
Volunteer
preserve the Typhon
37.
technology, we can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here,
What the
I
fuck?
want to show you something.
You're a Typhon. It was a simulation. Is this what they
What you
meant?
experienced was a reconstruction based on
They're lying
Morgan's
to you.
memories. That's the world today.
And that's the reality you were seeing the
You spend years
flashbacks.
trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Sure.
We're gonna shake things up. Like old times.
They basically created a human from a Typhon. It was a simulation. What the what? Damn. I didn't see that one coming. So in the end, every choice you make doesn't really matter, but it probably changes the ending scenes, what you do, since they were talking about them. But it's kind of funny, Daniel Shaw said that I never saw her, yeah, because I found her later on that she was, like, I did skip the whole cook thing until later on, where I could have gotten the idea, like the hint that she's in the pool area behind the window or something like that. But what about the she didn't kill Volunteer 37? Is that Luca? Was that the cook imposter? Because I did kill I did kill like I did see him and I did kill him and I got the achievement for that. So it glitched out for Probably because I skipped the whole thing until later on, and it was pretty glitchy anyway because I didn't get the key code for the freezer door in the beginning until I tried to like mess it up and all that. It kind of felt like it glitched completely out. So I don't know. I kind of skipped things in that situation, and it glitched the whole ending thing. But it wasn't like bad. So anyway, lowest difficulty was hard. I played it on hard. To be honest, I don't know how hard the hardest, like the nightmare is. It wasn't I'm not sure if it was like, usually maybe I could have done this in a relatively, like it took me 36 hours and 16 minutes with all the like the dying and all that. Exploring basically everything I can. I still didn't see anything. Humans killed 1, yeah, the volunteer guy. Rescued humans 18. Neuromods installed 218. Human abilities acquired 52. Typhon powers. I didn't take any of the Typhon powers. I had these off, but to be honest, I should have probably put these on survival mode options like oxygen. Didn't feel that bad. Weapon degradation would have been probably a bit more harder to deal with, but nothing that bad. I would have just like taken the dismantle earlier on. Traumas, I don't know if they're permanent, then they're kind of hard, but if you can like get rid of them with med kits or something like that, then it's not a big deal. I could have lived with it, depending on how dangerous they are. So I should have actually like turned these on, but I wasn't sure how difficult or what kind of a game or how it changes up from the normal play style or how it changes from this. So I didn't want to like risk it making it incredibly long and just like having to redo everything. And I don't know, usually in these kinds of games like for my skill level, the normal mode is a bit too easy. A little bit harder is usually like ideal for me to like complete them in a moderate time or a relatively like decent amount of time, so that the playthrough won't drag on insanely long and I won't rage insanely because I get so salty about it. So usually the second difficulty after the normal is the one that I ideally should probably play on my first playthrough, going blind and not knowing about the game. And to be honest, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't really that difficult, in my opinion. Like, if it was harder, I would have just like sneaked around a bit more and wouldn't have like attacked and tried to kill everything, and would have just like tried to sneak past everything and played smart, you know. But I didn't really need to, and when I got the power-ups and the damage to my weapons and I had so much ammunition, I could just run around and basically shotgun everything or Q-beam everything when I got them upgraded. So I'm not sure, it was a decent way to play it on the first. I'm kind of like feeling that I should have used the survival mode options and turned those on just to like get a bit of a realistic challenge to it. Then it would have been probably perfect for this. But I'm not sure, usually in these games, like the hardest difficulty, Nightmare in this case, is insanely challenging, and I feel like, and unfair. And I feel like I would have had like the playthrough would have added up way too long, and I don't feel like it would have been a good thing. It would have just made me angry and would have padded up the playthrough length, especially since this was a long playthrough anyway. But yeah, that was that. So it actually says that my last save was 33 hours and 1 minute, but it doesn't count the dying times, which obviously were like 3 hours lost. So anyway, I really like the game. These are I'm going to keep it this short because I'm going to do a bonus video with the other endings. I'm going to see them, how do they change, what happens when I do the other ones. I want to see what happens. I'm kinda curious about that. Although now we know that the whole thing was actually a simulation. Morgan Yu is not actually alive. Those are just her memories, and the whole thing is like a simulation to create basically the normal human. And I'm going to try, if I get that ending where you need to either take the hand or kill them, I'll kill them all. I'll see what happens then also. Although I don't want to do it, but I guess it's better to see what happens, like, completely. But anyway, I'm going to keep this short. Like, I like the game. Yeah, that's why I'm going to do the optional endings. That's why I didn't have a boring time at all. I actually really enjoyed playing this and playing through everything. I didn't get a burnout feeling of, oh man, I need to play this again, or anything like that, or I'm starting to get bored, I kinda want to just finish this. Whereas I did that, I kinda a bit got that in Control. It started to drag out. And this is the second longest playthrough I've done for YouTube, like 36 hours, or if you count like the only game time, 35 hours, basically. 36 hours it's going to be because of the next clip. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of works out. Like, Control was a bit too long. Control is the hardest playthrough I've done for now. I'm not sure how something like Sekiro or some else, how long will those take. But I enjoyed it. I really like this. So I'm going to do the other playthroughs as well. Or like not the playthroughs, but the endings in the second. And then I'll talk a bit more about the game and give my final thoughts about everything and the whole thing. So anyway, I'll see you in the next bonus video. Thanks for watching until now.